Hey everybody, Patty Ann here again today. Hey, today I'm going to show you how to do this free pattern, freestanding lace bees, and I think it's really super cute. Remember the other day I had this shirt on and I wanted to make a pair of earrings to kind of go with the bumblebee that goes with it. You know, the thing said kind words and something about being kind. So anyway, today I'm going to use Embrilliance because I'm going to show you how you can put 4 of them on one 4x4 hoop so that maybe you can make a pair for you and a pair for a friend, or you can make a pair for you and a bookmark, or you can make 4 bookmarks, or a little charm for a bracelet. There's just so many ways that you can use this cute little bumblebee. Very cute. So anyway, let's get started. Let's go to Embrilliance. Okay, here we are in Embrilliance, and I think I'm just in Essentials because I think I can just duplicate in here. You'll notice I have a lot more buttons up here than what you may have, especially if I click on the Stitch Artist one, I have more. But what I wanted to show you is this. I want to have 4 of these. I have a 4x4 hoop already, and you can see that down here. And of course I can come up here to select it, and I made mine say 4x4 by using the Edit button. Okay, so I have 4 of these, and I could just go like this, select it, and come up here to copy and paste. And now there's 2 of them over here in the objects panel, you'll notice. One's right on top of the other, so I can drag one right across like that. And then if I want to, I could grab both of these and say copy and paste, and then drag them down like that. So that's how easy peasy it is in Embrilliance. Now there is something else you could do if you have Enthusiast. So if you have Enthusiast, let's get rid of this second one here. Boop. All right, and I have one right here. With Enthusiast, you can come up here to Utility and then go down to Instant Repeat. And then you can tell it how many across you want and how many down. So if I want 2 across, check it out, it made 2. And if I want 2 down, just like that, okay. Now I could have done something else with that. I can come up here to Utility, and again this is in Enthusiast. Go to Instant Repeat, go to 2 across and 2 down, and I can do this. Flip the alternates. You can see how those were flipped. Now before I close this out, I have to say OK to approve it, and there it is, just like that. So now it's ready to go, and I can stitch 4 of these out at once on my 4x4 hoop, and I won't waste any of the stabilizer that I just purchased. I told you about it yesterday. I was making a run to Joann's. I went to Joann's, and I'll show you down below what I got. Okay, this is ready to go now, so I'm going to go to File, Save Stitch File. Save my stitch file as, save it in here in my downloads, and I'll just name it B, just to bees. Okay, so there it is, bees, save. Now I should be able to find it here in my Brother Designs. There they are, bees. And with Brother, if you have this machine, you don't have to use a USB, but you can if you want. I can just click on this and download it to here. And then if my sewing machine shows up right here, or my embroidery machine, I can click on this. That's going to transfer it right here. Okay, its output is done. So I can say OK and close this, and then go back to my sewing machine. Okay, one of the most interesting or the most important things that you do when you're doing freestanding lace is to start with the right stabilizer. This is Ultra Solvi water soluble stabilizer, and it gives you instructions in here as well. Do not, oh, this, let me show you. This is what it feels like. It feels like plastic, right? Like heavy duty plastic, but it's wash away. So that means when it gets wet, it's going to dissolve. If you're new to this, do not use this flimsy kind of stuff that we use as topper. Do not use this. You'll start stitching, and in freestanding lace, there are so many stitches that it's just going to put too many holes in this and it's going to fall apart. Same as one that looks like this, or one that even looks more like saran wrap. There's an even clearer one. Do not use these water soluble toppings but instead use something like this. Notice how much thicker it is. This is what I use, and I already have it hooped in my 4x4 hoop. I'm leaving it sticking out the end here because I have a smaller hoop that I could probably use this part on, and I'm thinking that maybe I'll even get a little bit more real estate here when it's done stitching. So I've made sure that it's in here nicely. It's taut. And also another really important thing is this. Make sure that you use the same color thread and the same color bobbin thread. I wound this thread for my bobbin with this thread. With freestanding lace, you don't want to use that white bobbin thread. You want to use the same colors. Okay, I've already have this threaded. I'll stick the bobbin in here and take the white one out. And of course, make sure I have it threaded properly. Put the lid back on. And I've already threaded the thread. So now I'll stick this in here. And I'm ready to go as soon as I get my design in my machine. And now I'm going to bring in that design. So I'm going to go to this pocket and that, and there it is right there. And say set, and now it's ready to go. So I just have to say end edit, and it's going to fit in my 4x4 hoop nicely. So it's ready to go. All I need to do is embroidery and just start it. And it says it's going to take 34 minutes to do all of these. So I'm going to start this and I'll meet you back here in a bit. Okay, these are a little bit larger than the ones I wanted, so I didn't even check the size when I did it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm watching this, and as soon as it goes to do the third bee, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to go back to my machine to Embrilliance, and I'm going to put two small ones there instead. Those will be good for a bookmark. I don't want to wear earrings that big. So just going to watch when it gets starting the next one ready to go there. I'm going to stop it with this. I'm letting it tie the knot, and now I'm stopping it right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go back up to Embrilliance and work on putting the other two together with these top two. So follow me to Embrilliance and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, here we are with the 4 bees. It already stitched out these two top ones. I want to get rid of the bottom two. So I clicked on this one to highlight it. I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. Click on this one to highlight it. Hit delete on my keyboard. Now I've done these two already, and I'm going to go to File and Open. And I know that this one... Okay, notice when I look at the sizes of these, look at this one, the size. It says it's 1.9 by 1.6, so almost 2 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. This one, on the other hand, is just a little over 1 inch long and about 1 inch wide. So this is the one I want. And here it comes in its own separate thing, so I'm going to go to copy it, and I'm going to come back over to here to this page, right click and say paste, and I can move it down here like this, and then I can paste it again, putting it here. So that's all we need to do now. Now what I need to do is I'm going to send this back to my machine. I don't want these guys to stitch out again. They've already stitched out. So I'm going to get rid of this guy, hit delete, get rid of this guy, hit delete. So the only thing that should be on my design that I'm sending over now to my machine is this. So I'm going to go to File, Save Stitch File As, and I'm going to name this as Bees Bottom 2, maybe 2. So these are the bottom 2 bees. Save it. So once again, I'm going to send that to my brother machine. Bees bottom, here they are right here. Send it over, send it. So it should now be in my machine. So let's go over there now and look. Okay, the first thing I have to do is cancel out of this one. So I'm going to hit the back and back and back. Is it okay to cancel? Okay. So now I'm going to bring in another. And the same thing. There's my bees bottom. And set and end edit. Now I'm noticing something not so good. They're coming in right at the very center of my hoop. So I need to move them down to the bottom like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this little button to see if the top of them will hit those other bees. Nope. Will the bottom hit? No. Side to side looks good. And I can even just run this thing right here, and it's going to show me exactly where they're going to stitch out. So that right there is perfect. So I can say okay, embroidery. And now these two guys are going to take 11 more minutes. So I'll get started with them and then I'll be back. Okay, that is finished embroidering, so I can bring it out of my machine. Look how beautifully they turned out. So I can take them out of the hoop and then just kind of rough cut up around here. As I said, I thought I'd have a little extra real estate, and I do, because that's a nice big chunk now that I have left over for another project. So here are my bees, and you can see what a difference they are in size. These I could imagine wearing as earrings, and these not so much. So what you do next is you just kind of rough cut around these, and then you can simply just drop them in some hot water, or yeah, I think hot water works the best. That'll dissolve that. Some of the ideas I had for them was I had made this a while back. I could attach one of these bigger ones to this, and I think it would look really cute. There are a few little stray threads I need to cut, but I can get those later. But you can see how nicely this works. And I'll actually just go ahead and stick it in there. Let's see how these are doing. They kind of get kind of sticky, like slimy like. So you kind of have to mush around with them with your fingers a little bit and then let them dry. But they turn out really cute. Another thing I was thinking I could do is I have these keychains. I could put it on a keychain like that. I think that would be super cute. Another thing I thought I could do is this. You remember these kind of things that you can buy in a package? Oops, there they are. Just put it on one of those little dudes or something. Maybe a kid likes to decorate his book bag with some little cute things like some of these bumblebees. The other thing I have is I have this kit like here. And I think I have it linked for you in my Amazon store. I'll double check. But it's a nice little set. And here you can see, oops, I'm getting that piece wet and sticky. You can see the earring parts right there that I have. And the tool that I'll use to apply it. So that's pretty much it. All you need to know about making this lace. I think it turns out really pretty, as you can see there, once I trim off those threads. So I hope you like this tutorial. Remember, the most important things are this. Make sure you use the right stabilizer, one, and make sure you use the same color bobbin thread as you use in your upper thread. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Hey, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, please. And use my links down below if you're in the market to buy something. Thanks again. Bye, y'all.